Welcome back to my YouTube channel Tech Solution. Today we are going to discuss about Flask, flashing and the folder structure of the Flask. Okay. Today we are going to discuss Flask, flashing and the folder structure of the Flask application. Okay. So what is Flask flashing? In the web application, there are scenarios where the developer might need to flash the message to provide feedback to the user for the behavior of the application in different cases. Flash by the flash method. In the same way, the client-side scripting language like JavaScript uses the alert or the message box. Okay, this is going to the same way where the JavaScript going to use alert method. Okay, in the client side. Same way, the flash method is used for client side in the flash application. Okay, and they are going to use alert. They are going to use in the JavaScript side. Okay. In the flash method is used to generate informative message in the flash. It creates a message in one view and render it to template view function called next. What the flash method will do? It is like when you are going to enter the username and wrong password. Then flash method is going to display your password is wrong. Okay. In the other word, the flash method of the flash module passes the message to the next request, which is as an HTML template. Flash is flash message and category. Okay. Message, it is a message to be the flash to the user. Okay. The message is going to so to the user, just like the password is incorrect. Okay, it is an optional parameter which may represent any error, information or warning. This category is optional parameter. Okay. The messages are generated in the Flash script using the Flash method of the Flash module. This message needs to be extracted in the template from the session. For this purpose, the method get Flash message is called an HTML template. Okay, get underscore flash underscore template in the HTML file. Okay, our HTML template we have to use to display this flash method. Okay, to display this flash method we have to use get flash template into the HTML template. Okay, in the get flash message we have two parameters that we are going to pass. The get flash message get underscore flash underscore template. We have two parameters. First is with underscore categories and second one is category underscore filter. Okay, with underscore categories, the parameters is optional and used if the message have the categories. Okay, this is with underscore categories is the optional parameter. Okay, and categories filter. This category filter, this parameter is also optional. It is used to display only the specified message. The second one is the category filter. That is also the optional parameters. Okay, and that is going to display to display special message. Okay, I will show. Rename file, let's flashing.py. Okay, let's first import the Flask. From Flask import star and app equal to Flask underscore name. Okay, and app underscore app dot secret underscore key equal to tech solutions. Okay, now I'm going to define the root. App dot root / index. Okay, and then define the login. Define the home. Okay, return render underscore template. I'm going to pass the index.html. index.html. Okay, now I'm going to create one index.html file here. Templates, right click, new HTML file, index. Okay, and this is your home. Okay, now here I'm going to create a bodies, and here percent okay with messages. Okay, equal to get underscore Flask underscore messages, and parenthesis is close. Okay, and then after that curly braces if messages, if the messages will be there, then what we have to use, we have to display all the messages. Then for that we have to use for loop, percentage for message in messages, percentage close enter, and then going to use p and going to display the message. Okay, and after that end of for loop, percentage in for loop, I'm going to close this one, and after that end of if, percentage end if, percentage and close. Okay, now with is there, then we are going to close end of with also, end of with, percentage close. Okay, now after that I am going to S3 welcome to the websites, welcome to the Flask website, and now I'm going to create one link, href equal to curly braces URL underscore for and login. Okay, and this is close, and this is also parenthesis, curly braces start, and this curly braces close. Okay, and this is login. Okay, so what we are trying to do it here, we are trying to do, if any messages is there, then we are going to display using the for loop. Okay, and the p is the messages, we are going to print it. Okay, this is clear. After that, one is the login is there, URL for login, that is going to create on that. Okay, let's create login, app dot root and / this is the login. okay, and this is the methods equal to get, and this is post, okay, and define login, right, and error equal to none, no error in the initial. So if request dot method equal to post, okay, and if we are going to enter anything here, double equal to post, okay, and if request dot form, I'm going to use pass, okay, what is not equal to tick, okay, then it's going to print error. If the password is not equal to tick, then what we are going to do, error equal to, we are going to set invalid password, okay, invalid password, okay, else that we are going to display flash, you are successful login, you are successfully login into the Flash application, okay, and return redirect and URL for home, okay, home, otherwise return render underscore template and going to give you the same page, okay, same page, that is the login page, and the error is going to display as a error login.html and error equal to error, okay, and after that, now what we are trying to do it here, if the this is the login method, right, if request on method is post and if we are not going to pass the tick as a password, then what will happen, it will give you error invalid password, right, and after that it will come to the render underscore template, and that is going to redirect with login.html with the error is going to display as a invalid password, okay. If you are going to pass the password as a tick, then it will come to else block, and what will happen, it will display the Flash message, you are successfully logged into the Flash application, and it will redirect your home page, okay. Home page means this one, index.html. Now I am going to create one login page here, right click new HTML file, login, okay, this is the login page. Now here we are going to display also the Flash message. What we are trying to do it here, if percentage if error, if any error will come, then what will happen, we are going to display a message, strong message, okay, and that is the your error, okay, if error will be there, and then after that end of if, percentage end of if, okay. Now I am going to create one form method equal to post and action equal to backslash login, okay, and I am going to create one table that have the username and password trtd email, one more TP for input box, that is input type equal to text, type equal to email id instead of text, name equal to email. Okay, and after that we are going to create a password. Now copy this tr, paste, and now I'm going to change here password. Okay, and type is also password, name is pass, and now after that I'm going to create one button trtd input type equal to submit, put type submit, and value equal to submit. Okay, this is clear. So what we are trying to do it here is the form, that is the login form, that has the email id and password, and one button, that is submit button, right? When you are going to pass the email id and password, if the password is not correct, then what will happen here? It will come to if block, right? Its password is not taken, then it will come as error, invalid password, right? It will happen to the invalid password, that will come to here. Okay, if error is coming, right, then if we are going to print strong error. Okay, now after that, if double underscore name double equal to single quote underscore main underscore colon app dot run and debug equal to true. Okay, equal to true. Now let's run this application. Okay, now I'm going to copy this URL and paste it here, enter, and after that index. Okay, welcome to the Flask website, and this is the login URL. Now I'm going to click on login, right? Now you'll see, right, email ID and password. Now I'm going to pass username tech_gmail.com. I'm not going to pass the correct password. I'm going to use tech123. Let's click on submit. Right, invalid password. Right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass the correct password, tech@gmail.com, and going to pass tech. Then so what will happen here, then it will come to this block and it will say you are successful logging into the Flask application, that is going to display. Okay, and it's going to redirect with the home page. Okay, home is index.html. Okay, let's go back to them. Now I'm going to click on submit. Right, you are successfully logged into the Flask application. Welcome to the Flask website. Okay, and that is a URL. Okay, so this is clear now. Now I'm going to show you what is this pin means, debugger pin. I'm trying to do it here. Now I'm going to show debugger pin. What is this mean, debugger pin, and this one. Okay, now what I will do, I am going to change render_template index file to index1.html. okay, and save it, and I am going to rerun once again. Okay, now I am going to copy this URL, paste it here, and enter. Okay, and after that \index, enter. We are able to see jinja2.exception, right, .template not found. That means what we did here, instead of index2.html, I changed it index1.html. Right, that we are getting this error, right, jinja2.exception.template not found. Okay, now you see it here, right, this is the blue screen, right, that means something wrong here. Okay, now if you move to right side, then you will see, okay, open an interactive Python shell in this frame. Then when I am going to click on here, it will ask for pin, right? The console is locked and needs to unlock by entering the pin. What's the pin? This is the same pin we are going to copy from here and go right and enter confirm pin, right? Then your console is ready and you can do it here whatever you want to do. Okay, this is clear here why we need this console pin, right? I'm going to show the Flash application folder structure, how we are going to create all the folder structure. Okay, now I am going to show the folder structure of the Flash application. This is environment, right? That the Flash application environment. This is the static file that is included your CSS and that is your included your JS. This is the template that you are going to include your all the templates. Okay, inside the template what we have to do, we are going to create the auth folder. Okay, this is the folder structure auth. Okay, and inside the auth what we are going to do, we are going to create the login file. Okay, here I am going to create the login file. Okay, login.html. Either I am going to delete, I am moved to login to this one, refactor, override. Okay, now this login.html is created here. You can do register.html here. I'm just creating the folder structure of the Flash application. Okay, register.html file inside the auth. Okay, now if you want to create the block, then what we have to do inside the template, I'm going to create new folder structure that is blog. Okay, enter. Now I'm going to create few file. If you want to create the block, then create .html here, right? Now I can do create index.html. All the block related files that is going to create under the block directory. Okay, now I'm going to create update.html. Okay, this is clear. In the template what we are going to do, this static file, you know, this is a template I am creating, and now I am going to create outside one db file, db.py, that is outside of the templates. Is the same folder structure in the Python. See, db.py. Okay, here we can do auth.py. here we can create the schema here, file schema.sql. We can create the blog.py here. Okay, we are creating auth here, we are creating blog, we can db, we can flashing, that is you can ignore it here. We can create the schema also, right? Now I want to create a test file also. For that I am going to create one directory, tests, and inside test I am going. So inside the test what we are going to do, I am going to create one file, data.sql, that is only working for testing purpose. Okay, let's enter. Now I am going to create one Python file, that is test_factor.py. Now I am going to create for block testing, so test_blog.py. Okay, now I am going to create auth test_auth.py. Okay, this is clear for all the testing file that's come under test folder. Okay, now, so what we did here, we are creating folder structure of the Flash application. Here is all the static files, CSS and JS. Here is your template based on your uses. Just like all that will come into one folder, blog will come into one folder. Okay, and after that test will be there, all the test file will be here, and after the outside of that we are going to create auth, blog, db, flash, schema, and if setup is there, then we have to create the setup.py also. Okay, this is clear for today. That's it. Thank you so much for watching my video.